Okay. Okay, let's start now. Last class we were discussing about what is Pega and what is its purpose in the real world. Okay, that's what we were discussing about in the last class. See, last class is just a kind of informative session for every one of you. Informative session means I just have given you information about what is the job market for Pega and what should be the technical eligibility, technical knowledge that you should have before you start learning Pega. For that, we understood that we don't need any technical knowledge, prior technical knowledge about any technology to learn Pega. That's what we understand. And any education background is okay, with some exception I told in the last session. And also I have explained about the training course duration and Monday to Friday and what we will be covering and what we will be providing. So as I told you in the last session itself, we will provide class running notes document, theory, topic wise theory documents, daily practical documents with screenshots, daily recorded video to watch the video and documents you can download, video you can watch for next 8 months. Whoever is regular to the training program, they will get additional 4 months of access, having 90% attendance. And mock interviews will be conducted every weekend. And projects to mention in your resume, I will give, and how to explain the project also, I will tell you. And resume preparation part, I will be helping you on that part. And job references will be given. So, and for filling the gap with experience, documentation help will be available and interview help also is available. And 4 real-time projects we are going to work on, and 2 projects parallelly in our class and 2 projects at the post-training program. And for freshers, we will be providing job opportunities separately, as well as communication training will be provided for them for free of cost. And course completion certificate and internship certificate for freshers from our company will be provided. Course completion certificate will be provided for everyone from the institute, and internship certificate, if required for freshers, we will provide it from our company, and that is NASCOM and ISO registered. And online plus classroom training is available. You can attend online, you can switch to offline anytime. If from offline, you can switch back to online, and vice versa you can do. So that is whenever needed. And I requested everyone have Ultra Viewer software installed in your laptop. Okay, that is whenever you are practicing, if you stuck anywhere, if you are looking for some help from us, we will take the access to your machine by using Ultra Viewer software. This is a kind of complete informative session that has happened yesterday about the installation of software. What are the system prerequisites that you should have? This is what been told in the last session. Okay. And moreover about jobs and packages. It's a kind of informative session. Today is a real session. Today is a real session where you are going to really get the information and details about what is Pega. See, you might have heard when you are trying to search about Pega, PRPC, Pega BPM, like these different terms you might have come across. So you'll get a clear idea about what is Pega, Pega BPM, Pega PRPC, what are these different words, all that you are going to get clarification on. Okay. So are you ready to go today? Every one of you online, unmute and respond.
Yes.
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 Yes. As I told you in the last class itself, the future of Pega. Remember one thing. See, future of Pega is not like other tools, because Pega is not just like a reporting tool or something like a small tool. Pega has started in 1983. Pega has started in 1983. It's been almost 40 plus years. It is there in the market. It will be there as long as you want to develop applications. Okay. It's a full-fledged application development software. That too, it has so many business frameworks. So it is going to add a great value to the businesses. So that's why Pega will sustain forever in the market. As long as you have full stack technologies are there, Pega will be there. There's no doubt about it. Okay. And once again, I'm going to repeat for 2 minutes. What is Pega and its use in the real world? See, some students might not have attended yesterday, and maybe you are beginning from today. This is for the students who are beginning from today. I'm going to repeat this. Okay, what is Pega and its use in real world? As I already told you in the last class, Pega is a tool. It's a software tool developed by a company called Pega Systems. Using this tool, you can develop some applications, and also you can execute your applications to make the transactions. Okay. This tool is used to develop the applications, where You can design UI, you can develop the UI related stuff, business logic, as well as database communication part. But the thing is, as a Pega developer, you don't need to learn to code anything. There is no need of HTML, CSS, JavaScript coding. There is no need of any business logic coding. There is no need of learning about SQL queries and all. So that's how the tool is going to make you to develop an application without the need of writing any code. Make sense clear? That's the point. Only one point I have covered yesterday about Pega. Today we are going to see. See, Pega is said to be a BPM tool. Pega is said to be a BPM tool. I'll take up one PowerPoint, okay? And I will go through this PowerPoint, okay? So Pega is said to be a BPM tool. So why Pega is said to be a BPM tool? What is the reason? Okay, we will go to that point. Okay, but before that, this is what I have covered: user interface, business logic, database, and all. See, in Pega, if you want to develop something, you will not do everything from the scratch. You will not be doing it because Pega contains ready-made components also available. Pega is going to have already developed features. See, one example I will tell you. See, if you want to have a new shirt, if you want to buy a new shirt for you, so then what are you going to do? There are two ways you can get a new shirt. Okay, one is you can go to a cloth store, purchase a cloth, and go to the tailor and get it stitched for yourself. This will take some time, maybe 1 week time. So the other way around is you can go to one shopping mall. Okay, you can buy a ready-made shirt which is going to fit for you. So this is the second way. So which one is faster? The second one, ready-made, is faster. If already available means definitely it is not going to consume time like that. Pega is going to have so many ready-made features available in the tool. It's not only no coding, Pega also has a lot of ready-made features available. I'll show you one example. For example, suppose if you are applying for a loan, or if you are applying for an insurance, or you are making a transaction in Amazon, at the end of the transaction, definitely you'll receive an email. Definitely you'll receive an email. So through the application, an email has been sent to your registered email ID. So for that, you need to implement some logic, right? To send email, you need to implement some business logic, definitely. So that is a very generic thing. If you look at worldwide, so many applications will have this send email feature developed by them. So that type of feature is already available within PRPC. So there is one component, ready-made component available by name send email notification. So as a developer, you don't need to code or implement business logic about sending email. You should know that there is a ready-made component available in the PRPC tool, the name, and try to use that component without creating a new component by yourself. Correct? So this is going to bring, make your project developed at the earliest. Suppose if you develop the project using Java, Python, or something like a Flipkart application, if it is taking 1 year time, you are going to develop everything from the scratch. But by using Pega, you can do it just in 3 months. You can do it just in 3 months. It's not exact ratio between 3 months to 1 year. Just like that, I am telling. Understand clear, everyone? So it's going to definitely take less time as you are going to stitch your dress as you're going to get a ready-made dress. But there's a time difference, okay, getting the outcome of the product, right? In the same manner. Now coming to this one. So what is BPM? Pega is said to be a BPM tool. Everyone knows that Pega is said to be a BPM tool. So what is BPM? BPM abbreviation is Business Process Management. What am I going to explain you from now onwards is BPM, what is BPM, and BPM tool components and architecture, Pega versus BPM, and Pega architecture. These things I will cover next 50 minutes. You can ask me if you have any doubts, okay? But I will explain you each slide by slide. After explaining, I'll get back to you to check with you whether you understand or you have any question. Okay? Are you clear, every one of you? Okay, just do not stop me in between. Just try to make a note of your question. But the doubt or query should be only about what is being covered now. Okay, do not ask me in between suddenly what is Salesforce Pega differences. Okay, no deviations and all. Okay, here you go now. BPM abbreviation is Business Process Management. So BPM as an application development platform. See, you have so many BPM platforms available in the market. I'll tell you. Pega is said to be a BPM tool. You know, Pega is do you think Pega is the only BPM tool? No. So along with Pega, we have Appian BPM tool is there. Cordis, Blaze, Camunda, and Kissflow. So many BPM tools are available. But out of all the BPM tools, there is one leader in the market who is Pega Systems. Who is Pega Systems, and it's like a ocean compared to other tools. Other tools in front of Pega, they are just a 10% or less than that. Okay. But so Pega is a BPM tool. Like BPM is one tool, one platform. For what purpose? In order to develop the business process management applications. What do you mean by business process management applications? It is very simple. See, you see applications like loan applications. You see applications like loan applications. You know about loan applications, right? Loan processing system, loan processing, comma, insurance processing. And even you see, there are so many other applications like this. See, loan processing application. Suppose if you go to any website of bank, HDFC Bank, ICSA Bank, apply for loan. You will provide only your basic details. You will provide only your basic, your name, your phone number, what type of loan you are looking for. Like that, very basic information they will collect using their website. But after collecting the details, a customer care person is going to call you and they will send one agent to you, loan agent or insurance agent, someone. You are going to submit all your documents and details to that person. He will submit that documents and all your data to a back-end team, employees of the bank or insurance company. That company will open one application. They will open one application, create a new loan, create a new insurance like that. They will click on a button. So let me show you that. So get a new vehicle insurance. So once they click on the button in their application, so they will get some UI screens and some functional features like that. The application may have n number of screens. So what will happen when you submit for a new loan? When they open a new loan case, you will receive an email. Your application has been logged for a new loan. SMS plus email you will receive. First stage. Okay, it is pending for documents to be uploaded. They will provide you one link, ask you to upload so and so documents. Click on the link, you will upload the documents in the website, and that will feed the data into their application. Once completed, next step, it will go to review. A manager will sit there, or maybe verification team will sit there, open it, download all the documents, whatever you have submitted. It will be assigned to respective teams for the verification purpose. Verification is done, it is going to be sent for manager approval. So manager is going to review once again everything, and he will either approve or reject. From there, it will go to finance team. Finance team once again will take a high level review and contact the necessary teams, and they will go with some verification of CBIL score and so many other things. And accordingly, they are going to release the amount to you, or if it is insurance, they will collect the amount from you as an insurance premium amount, right? So this application, what is responsible for processing your business needs? So your business is all about providing a loan and insurance processing, correct? So the applications which are meant for processing the business transactions, and especially these applications are accessible only to the banking people or company people, employees of the company. You never access the application of loan processing, insurance processing, such a things as an end user, common man will never access. So business process management applications are meant for processing the business internally. These are all internal applications. These are all what type of applications? Internal applications, which will be accessed by the employees of that particular organization. So many business applications will be there, okay, with the businesses. See, Facebook is an application, you know, but Facebook is only one application that you see on the web. But internally, Facebook will have so many business process management applications. Like they will have advertising related applications. They will have so many onboarding, employee onboarding applications, leave management applications. These are all internal applications only. Internal, so many applications will be there. So BPM is a tool which is mainly used to develop the business process management applications. Understand clear, everyone? All of you are clear? Any doubt or any question here?
No.
Are you good so far, everyone? Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, it is a platform. BPM is a platform using which you can develop applications, which is mainly meant for business process management applications. Correct? Now, as a BPM platform, you know what it can provide to you. See, if you want to develop an application, definitely you need a platform, right? Suppose if you want to develop applications using Java, you need something like, what is that? What are the platforms? IDEs, integrated development environments you'll use, maybe Eclipse, okay, maybe NetBeans, like that. So many tools are available. Visual Studio Code, so many IDEs are available to develop the applications. Correct? Now, see, in the same manner, if you want to develop applications using anything, you need a platform. The platform should provide you certain features, right? So using BPM platform, if you want to develop an application, what are its features available, what it can provide to you? Generally, let's discuss about software development lifecycle. What is software development lifecycle? Software development lifecycle means starting from the first phase, requirement gathering. So how do you do the requirement gathering? Using a separate tool called as Jira. Generally speaking, you are a Java developer or someone, in real time, you will access a tool called Jira tool for requirement gathering. And design and development. You want to develop the application, right? That's where your actual tool comes into picture, IDE. Okay, and development, unit testing and all. And then manual testing or say automation testing, you'll use some tools like Selenium, Tosca, something like that. That is a separate tool. So, and you wanted to do build and deployment, means you want to install your product into some machine, application server. You will use tools like GitHub, ARM, like that. So many tools you'll use. Version management, subversion management, GitHub, like that. Here also you'll use some third party tools. Generating reports. Report means what? After 1 month your business runs, suppose you want to know this 1 month how many sales have happened, okay, and how many products are been returned back because customer is not available. Just like Amazon application, you take example. So how many successful deliveries, how many returns are happening? I want to know this data. This data is there in database now. And from database, you want to retrieve the data, filter it and show it like a charts, pie diagrams, pie charts and graphs, table format of data. How you can do by using tools like Power BI, okay, click view, tab view, like this. You are going to use tools. No, that's called reporting. That's called as reporting. So in an overall project, you have so many tools involved. You have so many tools involved. Come to BPM, come to Pega. See here now. You want to gather the requirements. Pega provides agile workbench where you can gather, write user stories. You can collect the bugs and you can give the feedback as well. Okay, this is available in the tool. That is first thing. Next, this tool itself is a development tool. This tool itself is a development tool. You want to do version management. Version control means, so every time when you develop a new updates, you have to add new versions, right? For that, you need version control tools to be maintained, but separately no need to maintain. For versioning, Pega provides you rule set. What does it provide? Rule set. So versioning is also done available in the same tool. That's the point. Don't think about these technical words. Okay. And next, build and deployment means I want to install my Pega product into application server. Here you see export and import package. These are options related to build and deployment. Okay. Like a DevOps tools. Okay. And moreover, you can do testing, unit testing. Here you go scenario testing and unit testing, all that will practically learn. Okay. Scenario based testing, creating test cases and executing the test cases, automating the test cases. Everything can be done on PRPC environment itself. So like this, whatever you wanted to do, okay, in the real-time application development for various different phases, you are going to use different tools for reporting purpose. For reporting purpose, you have something called as report definition. Or that, so it will bring you data and display the data in a chart format, table format, like that. You can do development, which we will practically do in our course. Okay, and all these things you can do using a single platform, that is BPM tool. BPM tool is a unified platform which will provide you features of all the phases of software development lifecycle. Requirement gathering, design and development, unit testing, scenario-based testing, build and deployment, version management, and reporting. All this you can do in a single platform called as BPM tool. So the BPM tool generally contains all this as a unified platform. Are you clear with this, everyone? Online students.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
okay, that BPM tool, we can call it as a BPM suite. Suite means what? It's a collection. Suite means what? It's a collection. So BPM tool is a generic word. You can say the software product as BPM suite. Okay. So the BPM suite, what is it? What is it? What does it contain? See, if you have developed a product, means definitely the product is going to have some components. Yes or no? So how suppose you take a product called laptop. Laptop will have certain components, RAM, CPU, okay, hard disk or SSD, and different other things. Okay, these are going to coordinatively work together. So each component will have its own feature, plus connected in a connected manner. All these are going to function to give you a proper behavior to your laptop. Same way as your car. Suppose you take a car, engine will be there, okay, clutch will be there, gears will be there, steering will be there. All these are different functional components. Each have its own functionality, but all are going to work together to give a proper behavior to the entire product. Correct? In the same manner, BPM suite has a proper architecture. In the architecture, there are 4 main components available. So far I told you BPM is a tool, so using which you can develop the applications. In the application development, you can execute all the phases from requirement phase to reporting, everything in a single unified platform. That's what a BPM tool is having. And now in the architecture of BPM tool, what are the important components available? Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you. So these are the important components. 4 components are available. Business rules database, business rules engine, processor flow. Processor flow. So what is this processor flow? First of all, I will explain you that. So here you go now. Processor flow. I am just trying to show you in Pega environment. This is like, so this is green color starting. Step 1, step 2, direction of the arrow mark you see. Step 3, step 4, and finally red color is ending. Red color is ending. So if you want to design a transaction model in a BPM environment, you design it by using a flow diagram. You design it like a flow diagram. So when you run the flow diagram, okay, your transaction gets initiated and you will see some screens are getting loaded. Some screens are getting loaded. Your transaction is being getting initiated. Just wait on this. It should load the first screen. Once you submit first screen, okay, you can add the vehicle related information. Okay. And you can submit the first screen. It will go to second screen. Second screen, you provide some details about you. And then here you go now. And once you submit this, it will go to third screen. So like this screen by screen, I'm sorry. Okay, and then submit, it will go to. So like this only you will access now any application screen by screen. You provide all the details and you reach ending. Once everything is done, you'll reach the end. So end is reached means transaction is completed. So you do not design transaction model like a flow chart in a traditional development. Java, Python, you will not design like this. So but in Pega or BPM, you design transaction model using a flow chart or process. So what do you mean by process? Process or flow? Process or flow. What do you mean by process or flow? So process, you can also call it as a flow diagram or flow chart. It defines transaction life cycle. Transaction life cycle. Process or flow defines the transaction life cycle. So if you are using a BPM tool, you are going to design your transaction model like a flow diagram. Are you clear with this point? Everyone so far clear? So I'll go to the next step.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to explain you the architecture. So then what about the next component in the BPM? That is business rules. What is the next one? Business rules. These are the 4 components, no? Business rules, process or flow. Okay, just here you go. Okay, so here you go now. So business rules. What do you mean by business rule? Tell me as a rule. You know about the word rule, right? So what do you mean by rule? Generally, what do you mean by rule in real day-to-day life? What do you mean by rule?
Condition.
Rule is a
Set of
kind of
instructions.
protocol, certain restrictions or something, certain definitions that are going to control your behavior. You will have certain rules, no, for your personal life. I want to wake up early morning. 5 o'clock. Okay, I want to sleep by 10 o'clock. I want to have my lunch at 1 o'clock. I want to do this. I don't want to do this. Like this, certain rules you are going to apply. Where? On you. Okay, store the rules in your brain. These rules will control your behavior. You act according to the rules. Yes or no? Your entire system is being controlled by what? Rules only. I'll tell you more simple example. I am not going to explain you now technically what is a rule. You'll understand that after 4 days or 5 days. Technical later. First, you need to understand in the real world. Suppose I'm driving by a car on a road. Okay, I've seen a red signal. Once I see red signal, I am going to stop at the zebra crossing. So once I stop there, after some time, I see one green signal. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to move on. So now where am I? First of all, I am on road. So what I have seen, red signal. What is that signal? It's a traffic rule. It's a traffic rule. Now I am in a traffic system, vehicle traffic management system. The system is being, everyone in the system is being controlled by certain rules called as traffic signals. Yes or no? So as per the signal, system will be controlled. This is the concept. Rule controls the behavior of a system. Rule controls what? Behavior of a system. Let's take a simple example. Financial transaction for credit card process. Suppose we have a credit card. There are two persons, person A, person B. Person A has a credit card which has a limit of 2 lakh rupees, means 200,000, 2 lakh rupees. He went to a purchase center and he purchased something for 4 lakh rupees. Suppose 4 lakh rupees purchase is being done. He is trying to pay the credit card bill. The purchase center people, they have a machine. They have swiped the card. They entered 4 lakh rupees. Now what will happen? You tell me. So transaction gets declined. Insufficient funds or limit exceeded, like that. Correct? So now really what is your limit? Purchase center knows about the limit before in hand. Do they know about it? No. Purchase center application doesn't have your credit card limit information. And is the limit written on your credit card anywhere? No. So now the system behavior is declined. Correct? There is person B. Person B purchased for 4 lakhs. He submitted one credit card for payment. His credit card limit is 5 lakhs. What will happen? Transaction will be successfully done. Now the transaction is being successfully done from the same system. Now the system behavior is different. Now the behavior of the system is dependent on what? Limit. Dependent on limit versus total amount. So leave about total amount to pay. Limit, first thing. Limit is one rule that is influencing the purchase center application behavior, whether to process or decline or something like that. But limit is nowhere written on the card, nowhere available in the purchase center, but it is there with the banking system. Where it is available, any one of you, can you please tell me? Where the limit will be available? Just a guess.
Bank rules.
Database.
It will be there in a database. It will be there in a database. So here, the credit limit is a business rule. The business rule is controlling the credit card system application, but the limit is not available at the application. The limit is not written on the card. It's not been read from the card. For the given card, what is the limit? That is already defined and stored in a storage place called as database. Storage place called as. So now the database is storing credit limit. That credit limit here we are calling as business rule, that is influencing the purchase center application behavior. So now the limit is being stored, means business rule is being stored in a database. We call the database as business rules database. Business rules database. In short, you call it as BRD. Business rules database stores what? Stores business rules. One or more business rules will be there. The rules will impact or controls the behavior of the BPM system. So in BPM system, 3 components are there mainly. First 3 I have explained. 4 are there. 3 I have explained. Process or flow defines the transaction model. Business rules controls the BPM system. Business rules database, which is holding or storing the business rules. Now there is another question. So business rules are stored in business rules database. Purchase center application is available here where you want to achieve your business goals. But now how the rule is coming to the purchase center application? I will tell you one example, simple example. Just imagine in our real life, just let's take an example of agriculture example. In an agriculture, so we have an agricultural land. We have an agricultural land. There is some 1 acre land is there. So I wanted to do some cultivation. For that, I need water. I need water supply. Water is required now. So, but water is available just maybe certain distance, maybe 500 meters away from my agricultural land. It is available maybe in a place like a canal is there, or maybe some water facility is there at a 500 meters away. Now I want to bring that water from the water facility place into my agricultural land. I want to drive it. I want to drive it not manually by using machinery. So how can I do it? Tell me. It is simple now. You can easily say. We can use what? Yes, we can use an engine. We can use what? One engine. You set up an engine. It will have 2 pipe connections. One pipe connection you are going to add into water facility. Okay, water storage place. One pipe you are going to connect it to agricultural land. So what is this engine is going to do now? It is going to drive the water from the storage place to the required place, agricultural land. Driving. For driving purpose, you need another component. You have water facility, you have agricultural land, but who will drive the water? You are setting up one engine. In the same manner, you have business rules, which actually have to be available to the application in order for the application to perform something, correct? But rules are there in business rules database. Application is available. Okay, this is the diagram. I will show you. See here. Just the same as last time. So application is here. Business rules are here. Now I want something to drive the business rules from database to the application. Who will drive? You need to write some program. You need to write some software program using some technology, Java, Python, like that. One program you want to write. There in the real life example, the machine is engine is a hardware, but here engine is a software program. You need a software program which will interact with the BPM application and business rules database in order to drive the business rules from business rules database to the software application, so that you can achieve your required goals. No, that engine is called as business rules engine. Business rules engine is a software program. Software. This is heart. This is what? Heart. So as long as heart is running, body will function. As long as that engine is running, then only entire system will work. So software, it's a software program which will connect, which will drive, let's say, which will drive business rules from business rules database to the BPM platform, it is going to drive. Understand clear, everyone? So that's what. So what are the 4 main components in BPM tool which you are using for application development? When you are developing an application, you need certain rules. Okay. So this BPM contains predefined rules. You can also create new rules. Predefined. Some rules will be there in rule base. And BPM platform is there. Rules are there. BPM platform there. In between, you have one program available in the BPM platform, which is running, interacting with the business rules database, driving business rules from database to platform to achieve required goals. And you are designing your transaction model like a flow diagram. So the 4 main components in BPM system, the BPM system when it is functioning, the 4 main components are process or flow, business rules database, business rules engine. Are you clear with these 4 components, every one of you? So if you purchase BPM tool, all this you will get. You will get all these 4 components. You can start designing transaction model like a flow diagram. You can create new rules and you can utilize existing rules also. Okay. Are you clear so far, everyone?
Yes.
Any doubt in this?
Okay. Sir, I have one doubt here.
Yes, please.
So is the process or flow and business rules are not same? Because if suppose, for example, process, I'll say that, okay, step 1, as you mentioned in the loan system, enter the details, okay, loan person details, and then it will go to the some approvals or document upload and then approval and then final loan approval.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the same thing like for business rules also, right? Like first rule is you need to enter the details.
Correct. All those you can consider as rules in between, like user interface related rules. Technically, I did not tell you, just functionally I told you. Correct.
Okay, then what is the difference of process and the business
See,
rules?
process is a kind of coordinator. Process is a kind of coordinate. It coordinates with the rules for processing purpose. Okay, it's coordinate with the rules for processing purpose. So it's for designing. What is step 1? What is step 2? How does it know? You have to design by using process. In a process, the way you design to have steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, in the same manner, the execution will happen. So it defines the life cycle of the transaction. Understand?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And during this processing, rules will be utilized. During this processing, rules will be utilized. Now, coming back to this one, coming to Pega. Okay. See, BPM, whatever I have told now so far, BPM tool and architecture, all that I have told now, it's a kind of blueprint you can understand. BPM is like a blueprint technology. Blueprint means what? It's a plan. It's a plan. Suppose if you want to construct a house, are you going to straight away construct the house? First, you are going to draw a blueprint. No? Blueprint means plan. From one plan, how many physical houses you can construct or constructions, buildings you can construct? How many? Is it only one or many? It can be many. So using a blueprint of BPM architecture, I can design and develop my own tool. No? I can develop a tool which resembles the BPM architecture model. Can I develop or not? If you want to develop a tool which will resemble the BPM architecture and contains process, business rules, business rule database, business rules engine, then your tool is said to be BPM tool. Then your tool can be said as BPM tool. Understand? So a tool is a software development product. Can be said as BPM tool when its architecture matches with the BPM model. Okay. Matching means what should it have? It should have process or flow diagram model of defining transaction life cycle. It should have business rules. It should have business rules database engine. You develop one engine. You have one database with rules and you have one UI platform like this. Develop some UI platform. Provide a flow diagrammatical model of designing transactions. Then your tool can be said as BPM tool. Okay, so anyone can adopt the BPM architecture and develop a tool. The tool is said to be BPM tool. Pega is built based on BPM model. Appian is built based on BPM model. Cordis, Blaze, Activity, Kissflow, Camunda, these are all being built based on BPM model. Understand? BPM is a model. Now, if that is the case, all 4 components should be there now? Yes. So there is a company called Pega Systems. There is a company called Pega Systems. Pega versus BPM. Why Pega is called as BPM tool? The reason is Pega is built based on BPM model. That's why it is BPM tool. Understand clear? So that's the reason why you are calling it as BPM. Okay. If it doesn't have business process management model architecture, then you will not call it as BPM. Salesforce is a CRM tool, customer relationship management. Salesforce is not a BPM tool. Okay. So now coming to this one. So the architecture of Pega also should contain all these 4 components for sure. In Pega architecture also you should have process. Yes, I have already shown you here. No? Process is called as process only. Here also you'll call it as process or flow. Same terminology you'll use. Pega maintains rules. Business rules should be there in the architecture of Pega tool. But here the terminology is different. We call it as Pega rules. We call it as Pega rules. In the BPM it's a kind of universal terminology. BPM terminology, business rules is a universal terminology. Pega rules is a terminology used by Pega systems in its tool. If you develop your own BPM tool having this architecture, you can name your rules as something else. So Pega rules. So business rules stores in a database. We are calling it as business rules database. No, Pega rules should store in a database. Yes or no? That is called as rule base. That is called as rule base. In home version, no, you will be seeing rule base as PG admin. Postgres database as rule base you are seeing. So you're going to get Postgres. Here are the rules related tables where rules are stored inside these tables only, just for your information. Okay. So in home version, in enterprise, it can be DB2, it can be SQL Server, it can be anything. See, what is the container? No matter. What it contains is the matter. What should the database contain will be given to you by Pega system. You use any holder, no matter. You bring, suppose, for example, I am going to give you some books. If you are bringing me a bag, I will give you books in the bag. If you want to hold in hand, I will still give you the books. What holder you are bringing, no matter. What does it contains? So your database can be DB2, database can be SQL Server, MySQL, Postgres, any database. I don't care. Tables and data should be provided by me. I will only provide you. Okay. When you purchase this software, suppose as a business owner, if you purchase Pega system software, they will tell you buy SQL Server or DB2, your wish. Whoever is expert at your team, buy it. Otherwise, we'll help you buying it. Buy one container. We will give you tables and data. What should be there? Okay, that's what. Okay. And so process Pega rules, rule base. Rule base stores Pega rules. And who should drive this? It should be driven by a software program. In BPM, what did you say that program? So in BPM, you said that as business rules engine, but here you call it as process commander. Process commander. Look at the diagram here. So BPM versus Pega. BPM suit PRPC. So now Pega has developed a tool called as PRPC. Okay. So what is the tool name they provided? PRPC. Pega BPM means Pega BPM tool name is PRPC. PRPC stands for Pega Rules Process Commander. The name is not simply given. See here. Process or process here also process. Business rules in BPM you are calling as Pega rules here. Business rules database here you call as rule base. Process business rules engine here you are calling as process commander. Business rules engine drives business rules from business rules database to application. Correct? Yes or no? And same way process commander drives Pega rules from rule base to the PRPC environment. Understand clear? Got clear idea? Why the name PRPC? PRPC is taken from here only. Pega rules process commander. That's it. Understand? So Pega has developed a software development environment called PRPC. Everyone understand Pega versus BPM and why the name PRPC? Are you clear, every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what is Pega Rules Process Commander? Pega Rules Process Commander is a software product for application development purpose, which is built based on the BPM model, Pega has BPM, you know that. And you know one more thing, Pega also has a CRM model. That's a separate model. Customer relationship. But Pega is not leader in CRM. Salesforce is leader. Okay. And Pega has decision management and case management that works together with CRM and BPM. That I will tell you later. Leave it. Now understand Pega. Pega is a powerful process that focuses on automation of the work. Pega is going to focus on two things: automation of work and automation of program. So if you buy Pega tool to develop your applications and run your applications, two things you will get: automation of work, automation of program. First, to tell me, what do you mean by automation? Not by default. That is predefined. By default means predefined. What do you mean by automation? What is the meaning of term automation? Automatic, you know, right? What do you mean by automation?
Follow the certain steps without any manual intervention.
The point is, without any manual intervention, task will be done. What task? Task can be a process-oriented task. task can be a development oriented task. See, you want to do some work. Every day you want to send email. Every day morning 7 o'clock you want to send email to your customers about new offers that you have in your purchase center. Okay. So is it something every day you log in and then send emails? Write a program to send email and schedule the program to run automatically. Develop a scheduler, give the program to scheduler. Scheduler will automatically run every day at the scheduled time. It will send emails to active customers. Understand? So this is called work automation. Work is being done automatically without manual intervention. This can be achieved in Pega by using traditional concept of agents. Latest is job scheduler queue processor. We'll practically work on automation of it. The powerful feature of Pega PRPC tool is automation of programming. Automation of programming. What do you mean by automation of programming? Guess it. You told automation of work, no? Same way, what do you mean by automation of programming?
The machine itself creates the program, code.
Machine itself creates the program. You don't need to write a program. Programs will be generated automatically. You just need to do a drag and drop in Pega. You just need to know what are the components available ready-made. So what features are there? Drag and drop at appropriate place, connect accordingly. Internally, Pega will develop a software program of either HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or maybe business logic or SQL queries. For example, you see this. I am going to run this particular form. Just give me 1 minute. So when I run this form, definitely it is going to bring the data from database and display in a chart format and some other format also. Okay, reporting. It has to interact with the database, no? If it has to interact with the database, should I write the queries generally in real time? Yes, but here in Pega, you don't need to write queries. This form, you need to tell what you need to get from the database table and what appearance you want to give it, like a donut appearance I want to give. So then you execute it. Internally, it will generate query. Internally, what is it going to do? It will generate query. You cannot customize it, but it will generate query automatically on behalf of. So whatever you do here is a form-based programming model. So here you create a form. This form you select column 1, column 2, column 3 like that, and then execute it. It is going to just generate the query internally, interact with database for all these columns. It will bring the data from table and display you as per your request. Understand clear, everyone? So you don't need to be a database developer to do all these things. That's what automation of program. Pega provides automation of program means when using Pega tool as a developer, you don't need to write any HTML, CSS, JavaScript or business logic or any SQL queries. No need to do all those. All will be generated. You just need to use Pega provided forms to select something, drag and drop something. Understand? Make sense? Now, last one, architecture of Pega tool. You already know, right? 4 components, you know. There are more components. So I'm not going to explain you this node manager, servlet and integrations because practically I will tell you, then only you can understand. Pega will have rules, rule base, process commander. These things you know, and apart from that flow. If you want to log into Pega PRPC tool, you have to use one user ID and password. Default credentials you might have got along with software installation instructions. Some ID password I've used and logged. So I logged in as a developer. Okay. My ID password is there in the PRPC system. That's why I'm allowed to get inside. Yes or no? If I give a wrong ID and password, is it going to allow me?
No.
It is not allowing. No? So that means my ID passwords are maintained within Pega database. So Pega will maintain the developers, users, different roles of logins are already available within the architecture of PRPC. You can use that and you can log in. You can create your own logins as well. And Pega has a Java compiler. Hey, why Pega has Java compiler? I told you, na, software program. What is that? Process commander. Process commander is a software program. This program should be developed by some technology, right? They have used a Java to develop the software program. So you don't need to learn Java. They have their engine already available. See, I'm going to sell you one motor engine to drive the water. Do you need to learn, in order to use that motor, do you need to learn about how to design the motor? Do you at least need to know about the design of the motor? No, what is start button? Where should I connect pipes? All that you know enough, right? So you don't need to think about Java programming. You don't need to develop anything. Engine is readily developed. Okay, you need to know how to use it. You need to know how to use it for your development purpose. That's it. And XML clipboards are there. That means you are seeing a flow diagram here. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute, please. See, in Pega rules process commander environment, every input you provide to the system and every output you get out of the system, everything will be converted into XML format for security purpose. See, this is flow diagram you can understand. But if you want to see how Pega understands this, Pega understands like this. XML format of data. Pega understand it's converting into XML and process it. The input that you provide to PRPC and output you get out of the PRPC, everything will be converted into internally which format? XML format. You don't need to learn all these things. 1 or 2 attributes here you need that I will tell you later. Anyhow, okay, clear everyone? So in the architecture of Pega, you have rules, rule base, process commander, flow or process, and you have different login IDs, and you have XML clipboards and Java compiler. Remaining things I will tell you later. So that's about Pega versus BPM. You understand why Pega is called as BPM too. So you understand why the name Pega rules process commander, because the system of Pega PRPC software product will be controlled by Pega rules. These rules stores into rule base will be driven by process commander from rule base to the environment. So they taken Pega rules process commander, named it as PRPC in short. You understand now what is Pega BPM, Pega PRPC? In short, everyone will call it Pega tool. Generally, they call it as Pega tool. Make sense? Clear? That's a general colloquial language everyone is. Pega, do you know Pega? Do you want to learn Pega? Are you a Pega developer? So you are actually a PRPC developer. Okay, that's okay, no problem. Okay. Any doubts or any questions up to here? I will tell you the reason behind name Pega. You find this word something unique, right? Pega is a word that maybe you did not hear this before sometime. Correct? So Microsoft, that's a unique name they have given to their company. So why the company name is Pega Systems? What is this word Pega? Is there any abbreviation for this? See, you look at the Pega software developer company, Pega Systems. The company logo is a horse with wings. Horse with wings. I'll show you. Horse with wings. That is the logo of the Pega Systems company. Who established this company? Alan Trefler. Alan Trefler, just go to Google and type list of world chess champions in the history. During 1975, Alan Trefler was world chess champion. It's not so easy to become a world chess champion, no? You should have a lot of passion, so many tricks, formulas, many things. Now, in the chess, you have something called knight. In chess, you have something called knight. Knight is like a horse that you call knight, correct? That resembles his company logo. So Alan Trefler, world chess champion, he was one of the world chess champions. He started a new company. For his company, the logo is like, it resembles his passion, always, chess, knight symbol. But extra, he has given wings. Why wings? Magical horses, no? Wings horses are. So what do you call that in English? You know, Pegasus. What is that? Pegasus is a horse with wings. It resembles the chess also, his passion, and it's magically, it is going to do the development. And from the Pegasus, remove the last 3 letters. What is remaining? Pega. That's the name of the company. Pega Systems. Tool is Pega Rules Process Command. That's a unique name. That's how we got it. Understand? Clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear?
Yes.
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 Okay. So now we have 6 more minutes that you can ask me any doubts or inquiries. So tomorrow also same meeting link, and any students who did not, okay, what are we going to discuss tomorrow? Tomorrow we are going to get into our subject. This is also subject only now. Everything we discussed, we will see next 4 months. So tomorrow, June 12th, 2025, I am going to tell you about, so we'll get into this tool. This is what. So first 15 minutes, I'll give you some details about installation of Pega software and accessing it. How to do it. Okay. 15 to 20 minutes I'll take up. And post that, I'm going to take up the technical concepts. So what is application? What is application? Different categories of what is reusability? What is reusability? And so what are different categories of application? Categories of application. Categories of application. Like this, I'm going to explain you tomorrow what is required as a fundamental concept that you need to learn before you kickstart your first practical requirement. So what are the technical details, or what is the technical subject that you need to be aware of before you kickstart doing your first practical? That's what going to be covered tomorrow. Okay, don't miss the session at any cost. That's your beginning of getting into the tool related subject. I mean, like your real time practicals related, project related subject. Okay, today is an overview about BPM and Pega. Okay, clear, makes sense? And same meeting link you have to use tomorrow also. And if you want to do fees payments, request them. They will send you details. You can add it and you can do according to their guidance. Okay, and now, okay, the meeting link is same, free link. Tomorrow also free class only, no need to worry. And one more thing is, the students who have attended today as their first session, please make sure that you save this number in your phone, 9652532753. This number you have to save in your phone, only the students who are attending today as their first class. If you already attended yesterday and you're already getting these messages from this WhatsApp message from this number, it's not for you. Today, as a first session, whoever has attended, mention your name in WhatsApp and send a message mentioning your name and today attended Pega class. Okay, my first class of Pega. Today attended my first class of Pega training. Okay, like this, if you send, they will understand one thing, that yesterday you have missed it. They will share you yesterday recorded video, informative video. They will share you other documentation as well. And for all the people today will share. Anyone who did not save this number, I request you to save it for sure. Okay, because without saving, you will not receive a message. Why you will not receive message without saving? We will not send messages individually to everyone, whoever is there. We will send a message in a broadcast. Broadcast message will be delivered when the number is saved in the receiver end. That's why I am requesting you to save the number. Make sense, clear, everyone? So please make sure that you are not going to miss the sessions simply for any reason. Continuity, daily attendance, and practice. Okay, we'll give you whatever you want for sure. Okay. Any doubts? 2 more minutes there. Yes,
Harsha,
please.
one question. So as you mentioned, like Pega is built on Java. So when we come to the front-end application or the user interface, is it restricted to Angular, or we can use the React or any other application for that?
See, Pega was been implementing its UI by using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I'll tell you versions and all. And latest version of Pega is built based on React. Based on React. You don't need to know about all those things, but you need to know that's what. If you want to use a car, you don't need to learn how to design the car. You just need to learn how to drive it. That's it enough. That's what. You don't need to learn the design aspects. You need to learn about how to utilize it to develop my own application. So that's what. React and previously HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now it is React. Next.
Harsha, the machine will itself create the code, right? So there are like
Not machine,
depending on
this product will generate the code.
the tool.
Correct.
The tool will be creating the product, code, right?
Code. Yes.
So there are separate platforms, like some operate on Java, some operate on .NET. So is there any function that it can just like Java compiler, that it can compile the code to different platforms?
Yes, obviously, it's Java compiler only. No? I told you in the architecture, Java compiler will be there because engine is, everything should go through engine only. It will be compiled for sure through the engine. HTML will be compiled by browser only. Na? It will be compiled for sure. Yes.
Harsha, my question is related to business rule. Can we
Yes.
also implement mathematical logic in that business rules? Like computation logic?
Anything. You can implement anything. Yes. Next, we will use that that particular requirements also there. Okay.
So
Okay.
with respect to Pega rules, So is there any separate database where we'll store Pega rules or along with the rule base?
Rule base is the one where rules will be stored. Rule base, no other database. See, you want to store the data into separate database, you can store the data. Okay, you will understand what is the rule technically after some time. It's too early for you to understand. You cannot realize that difference between data and rules. You'll understand slowly. We can have n number of databases, but one must be rule base. One must be rule base is something like which will contain the rules, okay, which are needed for the system to behave accordingly. Okay. Okay, so it's already 9 o'clock now. I'm going to close the meeting. I have provided my number also yesterday, my personal number also. You can reach out to me anytime for any guidance. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you for joining everyone. Okay, same meeting link. Don't miss tomorrow session. That's the first.